Mandalorian video done. Right. I've packed my bags and I'm getting out of this hellhole over here, whether the laws of physics abide by it or not. Stop! 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 You've still got one more thing to do. Hello everyone, Clack the Geek here, welcome back to a brand new video, and this is the final video of 2020. This hellhole of a year is finally over, but to cap off the year on the channel, I'm doing a Q&A like I did just last year. Is history repeating itself? Maybe, I don't know. But we didn't have a global pandemic last year, so yeah, it's fine. Anyway, you guys asked questions, and I got the answers. So we're going to start with a question from Mario Bowser 494. Out of the 15 remaining missing stories to be animated, what do you think would be the order that they'll be released in terms of how hard it would be, and the amount of characters and the audio quality? And you've listed all the missing stories that need to be animated. So, I don't know if I'll be able to rank all of those stories, but I could tell you what is most likely and what is least likely. So, in terms of least likely, Dalek's Master Plan, 12 parts, so many characters and so many different sets as well. You know, you've got the jungle set, you've got the space station, you've got the bits in ancient Egypt near the end of the story, you've got the Feast of Stephen, which has like a police station and a film set. There's so much for that, so I don't see that being done anytime soon. The Crusade as well, 4 parts, yeah, but so many characters and really intricate costumes, you know, like the historical stuff, yeah. Same for Marco Polo as well, and that's also a 7-parter, so I don't see that being done anytime soon. As to what I think's most likely, Evil of the Daleks. It's a Dalek story, so it would sell well, and people would invest in that. You know, people would invest money in that, so, you know, to make the project a reality. And also, not many sets, not many characters, so it would be a very good one to do. That would sell well. Same for the Wheel in Space, you know, for the same reasons, and also the Cybermen, popular monster, so it would sell well, and, you know, they'd invest in it. So, how do you dudes in the UK access the modern episodes? Can you stream them on demand from somewhere? And do you pay for that service? Here in the US, I have an Amazon Prime membership. Then I have to buy either the series or individual episode I want to see. Well, first of all, I like how you call us in the UK dudes. I really like that. But to answer your question, we in the UK, the main way we watch Doctor Who is, well, Modern Who, BBC iPlayer, but I don't think there's that in the UK, in the US, sorry. There is Netflix, but that's been taken off. But in the US, I think there's HBO Max, so if you're trying to look for Modern Who, I think HBO Max has series 1 to 11 on it. So, and it just works like any other streaming service, like a Netflix or a Disney Plus, where you pay a certain amount a month. I think that's how it works, but I'm not the best person to ask. If you had to be one incarnation of the Doctor and go through all the events that they go through, without changing them at all, what would you choose? And somebody else has replied, I picked Troughton because he didn't experience too much hardship and had a lot of fun adventures. That's true, but in his final story, he lost his companions, they had their memories erased, and he was executed by his own people. So I wouldn't go for Troughton personally. I'd go for Tom Baker, the 4th Doctor, because, one, none of his companions died or suffered horrible fates. And also, whenever the 4th Doctor's in a room, or wherever he is, he just dominates pretty much any situation, whether he's confronting a villain, or facing against, you know, humans or whatever. He owns it. He has so much presence, and he just dominates everywhere, every room that he's in. Favourite figure in your collection? I'm assuming me Doctor Who figures. Well, I love the Dalek figures, the Imperial Dalek and the Recon Dalek from Jodie's era. Brilliant figures there. But my favourite figure probably would have to be the 11th Doctor from Series 7. This is the one in the purple, you know, the purple coat and the waistcoat. You know, the Day of the Doctor sort of look in Series 7. Absolutely brilliant figure. Favourite ever film? I'd say Back to the Future. It's been my favourite film for years now. But Ferris Bueller's Day Off does come really close. Yep, I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. What's your favourite classic story? It's Genesis of the Daleks. I know it's cliche, but I love it to bits. It's just a fantastic story. Least favourite classic story, Warriors of the Deep for me. I just can't stand it. The production is, pardon the pun here, below sea level. It's that bad. The Sea Devils and the Silurians are just awful. And it's just drivel. It's just so boring, and just I can't stand it. A final question: would you care for a jelly baby? Should I do it in a different voice? Would you care for a jelly baby? Ha. To be fair, I quite like jelly babies, but I didn't get a Lynx Africa set. I got Lynx Gold. Every guy gets a Lynx at Christmas, am I right? Mate, I got about 3 Lynx Africa sets. Not joking. Do my family think I stink or something? They must do. What's been your favourite video of this year? I'd say, for me at least, a Studying Shelves. That's the one I'm most proud of, definitely. There's been some others that I've loved, a lot of my sketches and my parody songs, but Studying Shelves is the one that I'm most proud of. It felt the most sort of professional when I was making it, so, you know, script writing, scheduling when I was filming certain scenes, editing it, you know, making the trailer, sort of hyping it up. And it was this big culmination of everything on the channel at that point, and, you know, it was where I wanted to take the sketches, so I'll always be proud of Studying Shelves. I just think it's so fun. What was your favourite Christmas gift? I love all my Christmas gifts, but I suppose the big Baby Yoda over there. What's your favourite Christmas movie? I'd say Elf with Will Ferrell. I think it's really funny. Have you watched every episode of The Mandalorian yet? It's so good. Now, this question was made before I did the Mandalorian video today, but yes, I have watched every episode of The Mandalorian, and yes, it is really good. Which character, villain, or thing would you most like to see in the Jodie Whittaker era that you haven't seen already? Okay, this doesn't necessarily have to be for the Jodie era specifically, but on Christmas Day, I was re-watching The Christmas Invasion with the family, you know, some nice Doctor Who at Christmas, and the Sycorax had so much potential. They're a great design, and they had so much potential as a monster, but they were just kind of wasted. So the Sycorax, I'd love to see them back. What sonic screwdrivers do you have in your collection? Okay, so I've just got them out. Okay, so what we got? The 11th Doctor Sonic, my favourite, and yeah, really great Sonic. Pertwee Sonic, John Pertwee, really cool. 10th Doctor Sonic here. The Capaldi Sonic, love this one. The 4th Doctor, Tom Baker Sonic. 8th Doctor's Sonic, which is a pretty cool design. What is your favourite 4th Doctor story? It is Genesis of the Daleks, but to make it less boring, other 4th Doctor stories I love are Pyramids of Mars, The Deadly Assassin, a great, City of Death, brilliant. Face of Evil, that's a really underrated one. What classic Who monster would you like to see return in the new series? I would love to see the Sea Devils come back. They're like #1 for me, but there's a few other monsters that would be great to see back. What's your favourite TARDIS team? For me, it's the 12th Doctor, Bill, and Nardole. That's the Series 10 TARDIS team. They were my first TARDIS team, and it's just a brilliant dynamic, I think. What inspired you to start YouTube? I've no idea. But I just wanted to talk about movies and stuff, and, you know, it was sort of like a chance to, you know, it was just a fun hobby that I'd like to do, so yeah, that's kind of why. Have you ever watched Torchwood? I've started watching Torchwood recently. I'm watching them in order, so I've just watched the most recent episode I watched was Cyberwoman, and yeah, it's a mixed bag. There are some good episodes there. Ghost Machine, that's a really good episode. And Cyberwoman I kind of like, maybe just because of the goriness of the Cybermen. What was the last Doctor Who episode you watched? It was Invasion of the Dinosaurs from the John Pertwee era. Actually a really good story. It's a really interesting, engaging story, I felt. And the dinosaurs, the bad-looking dinosaurs, they don't really ruin it for me. If you could put Captain Jack into any episode of Doctor Who, which would you choose? This can be just Series 12, or any of the series, it's up to you. Okay, so Series 12, I would put him in the finale, just to show, like, how you knew about the Lone Sideman in the Future of the June episode. You know, he was like, beware the Lone Sideman, so that would explain it. But in terms of just generally Doctor Who, I'd have loved to see him in the Moffat era. Apparently he's meant to be in A Good Man Goes to War, and I could see why. I could see him in that episode as well, so maybe A Good Man Goes to War. Maybe Darkwater Death in Heaven from the Capaldi era. You know, sort of helping to take down the Cybermen. Maybe. Will you ever do FAs? So, those who don't know, FAs are figure adventures, like the stop motions. I have done some before, like the very early days of my channel, but I call them Doctor Who short films. So if you want to have a look at them, then check them out. They're not that good, but feel free. But yeah, I did a 4th Doctor one with the Daleks, a 3rd Doctor one with the Cybermen, and a 7th Doctor one with the Autons and Unit, but I'd love to do them. Final question, favourite era of Doctor Who? I'd say the Moffat era, personally, Stephen Moffat's era. So Series 5 to Series 10. I love the fairy tale vibe and the tone of it. He's got two of my favourite Doctors, Matt Smith and Capaldi. Series 5 and Series 10 are two of my favourite series ever. I also enjoy Series 6, 7 and 8. Series 9 I don't like, but, you know, every writer has their, you know, weaknesses, and even though Stephen Moffat could do some really weak and bad stories, when he got it right, he knocked it out of the park. So, yeah, the Moffat era. And I also said, hope you have a great new year. Thank you. And I hope you have a great new year as well, all of you watching. I know 2020 has been very tough, and it's been horrible, it really has. But I hope, you know, you all have a great new year. Just look after yourselves, stay safe, laugh hard, run fast, be kind, whatever the hell he said. The 11th Doctor figure fell over. And just like, subscribe, comment. Happy New Year. Ta-ra.